CPR 18.1 is concerned with obtaining further information. 1. The court may at any time order a party to a. Clarify any matter which is in dispute in the proceedings, or b. Give additional information in relation to any such matter, whether or not the matter is contained or referred to in a statement of case. 2. Paragraph 1 is subject to any rule of law to the contrary. 3. Where the court makes an order under paragraph 1, the party against whom it is made must a. File his response, and b. Serve it on the other parties within the time specified by the court. Part 22 requires a response to be verified by a statement of truth. Part 53, defamation, restricts requirements for providing further information about sources of information in defamation claims. Practice Direction 18 is concerned with preliminary requests for further information or clarification. 1.1 Before making an application to the court for an order under Part 18, the party seeking clarification or information, the first party, should first serve on the party from whom it is sought, the second party, a written request for that clarification or information, a request, stating a date by which the response to the request should be served. The date must allow the second party a reasonable time to respond. 1.2 A request should be concise, and strictly confined to matters which are reasonably necessary and proportionate to enable the first party to prepare his own case or to understand the case he has to meet. 1.3 Requests must be made as far as possible in a single comprehensive document, and not piecemeal. 1.4 A request may be made by letter, if the text of the request is brief, and the reply is likely to be brief. Otherwise, the request should be made in a separate document. 1.5 If a request is made in a letter, the letter should, in order to distinguish it from any other that might routinely be written in the course of a case, 1. State that it contains a request made under Part 18, and 2. Deal with no matters other than the request. 1.61 A request, whether made by letter or in a separate document, must a. Be headed with the name of the court, and the title and number of the claim. B. In its heading state that it is a request made under Part 18. Identify the first party and the second party, and state the date on which it is made. C. Set out in a separate numbered paragraph each request for information or clarification. D. Where a request relates to a document, identify that document, and if relevant, the paragraph or words to which it relates. E. State the date by which the first party expects a response to the request. 2. A. A request which is not in the form of a letter may, if convenient, be prepared in such a way that the response may be given on the same document. B. To do this, the numbered paragraphs of the request should appear on the left-hand half of each sheet, so that the paragraphs of the response may then appear on the right. C. Where a request is prepared in this form, an extra copy should be served for the use of the second party. 1.7 Subject to the provisions of Rule 6.235 and 6, and paragraphs 4.1 to 4.3 of Practice Direction 6A. A request should be served by email, if reasonably practicable.